mortgages, personal loans, car loans, etc. But there are some terms that we need to know before we can do that. First of all, personal loans are advanced on the basis of the borrower's credit history and the ability to repay the loan from personal income. So these are things like if you want to do maybe a home improvement, or you need to pay off some bills, or you want to take out, sometimes this is what you do for a student loan. It really kind of depends on what you're doing, but it's based on your credit history and your ability to repay. So if a bank says no, it's one of two reasons. Either you don't make enough money to make that payment, or your debt to income ratio is too high, or possibly that your credit score is too low. So the monthly payment is calculated by taking the amount you are borrowing plus the interest divided by the numbers of months for the loan. And we're going to go over that in a minute, so just hang on a second. A loan to purchase a home is called a mortgage. So if you hear somebody say talking about a mortgage, that's because they are either in the process of purchasing a home or they already own it, and they're talking about the payment they have to make each month for the ability to own that house. A fixed rate loan is a loan with an interest rate that stays constant throughout the life of the loan. This is the best type of loan to get because although a variable rate interest loan will be lower at the onset, most likely, it can vary so much that your payment can go up $50, $100 or down $50 or $100 every month. And that's not something you want to do if you are budgeting. And that is a variable rate loan, a loan with an interest rate that goes up and down throughout the life of the loan. So if you have a fixed rate loan, you'll know what your payment is every single month. With a variable rate loan, you do not know what your payment is, and you have to wait to get that payment from the bank. And again, if you're on a tight budget and that goes up $100 a month, that's not going to work out with your budgeting. Closing costs are fees that are associated with getting a mortgage. These are the costs that are going to be covering the things that the bank is doing for you or the mortgage company. And closing costs can be a fixed amount, like say they say closing costs are $2,000, or depending on the mortgage company that you're going with, it could be a percentage of the mortgage itself. A consolidation loan is a loan that combines money owed to multiple sources, whether it be loans or credit cards. So if you have 4 credit cards and your balance on them is pretty significant and they are costing you so much money during the month that you're having trouble paying your other bills, a bank may consolidate or put them together, and that will probably lower the overall payment that you're doing, and they'll put you on a plan where, assuming you don't use them anymore, you are able to make those payments and pay off the loans, the credit cards to begin with. All right, so next up, we're going to practice with the loan. This is not one that you have on your notes. I'm just walking you through how to do this. So if you want to borrow $10,000 to put in a new bathroom in your house, and you want to pay it back within 60 months or 5 years at today's interest rate. So the amount that you borrowed, or the principal on the loan, is $10,000. The interest rate, 4.5%. And the monthly payment, based on the calculator that you're going to have, is $186.43. And I borrowed it for 5 years or 60 months. So I have to pay $186.43 60 times in order to pay off that loan. So if I want to figure out the amount of money I'm paying back total, I would take $186.43 times 60, and I get $11,185.80. And then to figure out the amount of interest that I paid back, I have to take $11,185.80 and subtract $10,000 from that, meaning that I paid the bank $1,185.80 for the privilege of them lending me the money. So what you're going to do now is you are going to go through the different loans that are on your paper. You have one for a new kitchen. You have one for a new bathroom. You have one to buy a car, and then you're going to go into a mortgage. And you have to make sure that you're clicking on the mortgage calculator. You can't use the same bank calculator for the thing that you used for your loans as for the mortgage. So basically what I'm trying to say is they're calculated 2 different ways. So you need to make sure that you use the correct one, so that when you're doing the loans, you're on the loan calculator, and when you're on the mortgages, you're on the mortgage calculator. And then after you go through that, you're going to go and play the Quizalize game on loans. If you have any questions, feel free to watch the video again, or you can ask Ms. Conroy.